So if you haven't already guessed, today I am working on the do-it-yourself composting toilet. Before I go any further, I bought from Etsy this urine diverter. It's from Johnny Compost, and if you're thinking about going this route, they do have an extra large one, which is the one I would suggest getting. That's not the one that I got, unfortunately, but now I know better. But I already bought it, so this is what I'm going to use. But they do have an extra large one that I think is a little bit easier to install. I really have no idea how I'm going to do this. It does not come with like instructions on how to insert this into the bucket. So as of right now, I just kind of traced out the shape of it, and then we are going to cut that shape in the bucket. I cut out my little template here, and I'm going to tape it to the bucket. We're going to draw, trace it, and then I'm going to cut the bucket down and see if it fits, and then once we can get it nice and snug, I'm going to figure out how to connect it, because as of right now this will just sit in there, right? And so I don't know exactly how I'm going to connect it. The other one has like these little tiny plastic brackets that connect it, and this one doesn't. So like every project that I've done in this bus, we are going to wing it and see how it goes. So far so good, but that's not saying much. So let's jump back into this do-it-yourself composting toilet and get it built, because that is today's goal, and I am pretty confident that I can do this, and I can do it on my own. So let's get to it. So I guess I wasn't filming because, you know, yay me. I took drill, I pre-drilled a couple holes on each side of this, and then I took this string and I just strung it through here in that hole, through here in that hole, and I mean it works. Now let's sit it in here. Let's take this and put it inside there and see if the lid will close. It should. Let's just check. Perfect. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to cut this, so we're just kind of winging it right now. Okay, so that'll cover it. So I loosened up these ties, which once everything's set in place where I want it to go, I'll replace these with zip ties. But I loosened them up, and I found this extra hose that Isaac had, and it was slightly too small to fit over this hole, so I just snipped it on the side, and then I twisted it on there really good. So now I'm going to take this clamp, and we're going to clamp it to make sure that it ain't going nowhere. I don't think it's going anywhere anyways, but can't be too short, right? Okay, so that's on there nice and tight. So I need to put a hole through this bucket and through my floor so that I can drill all the way through the bottom. So essentially this will go out of here and then out of the bottom. I'll cut it down and if I need to, and this will go into a gray tank underneath the bus. So I don't have a gray tank yet, but that's the plan. So that's why all of my plumbing, not that I have a whole lot of plumbing, but that's why everything's right here with the sink and the toilet. Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to drill that hole all the way through, and then we'll stick the hose through there. So I didn't show it, but y'all, I had a very tough time. So I took this and I drilled the hole through the floor, and then I had to drill it through the metal floor on the bottom. So that was a task. And when I finally got it through, I needed to go from under to get this up there. And when I did that, I broke it. So this is actually Isaac, so I'm going to have to buy him another one. But aside from that, it is done. So I cut off the excess tubing we had here that I needed to, and the rest is just going straight down through the bottom. And so, like I said earlier, that'll go into a gray tank whenever I get that. That is how I'm going to do my composting toilet. So the thing is I actually drilled this bucket to the floor so it doesn't move, and I'm not actually going to be using compost in this. So if you are wanting to actually use compost and be able to take the bucket out, my suggestion would be to frame the bucket so you can set it in there without it moving, and then, you know, easy peasy, you can take it out or whatever. I'm not going to be fully using a composting toilet as a composting toilet. I'm only going to be using it basically for number one. So this makes that super easy. And then if I need to have, let's be real here, this is van life, if I need to have an emergency bathroom break, I will just use a bag or something and kitty litter. And so I never really had to do that in the van, so I don't expect to have to do it now. But I do have that option just in case. Or if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I can always just take a shovel and go do my business out there in the woods. But the toilet is done, finally. And it doesn't seem like it would be a lot of work, but it actually really was a little complicated. Mostly just drilling through the metal is really tiring, and it can be a little draining. But, yep. Super happy, super proud that I got this done today and everything's mounted and ready to go. And then also this just lifts up so I can keep, you know, toilet paper and any toiletries I want to inside of there. And then this side will be all of the tubing for the kitchen plumbing that will go in and under here, so it won't be seen at all except for inside. So there you have it. That is my do-it-yourself composting toilet, Johnny Compost. Total cost of that was, let's see, the Johnny Compost was, say, $50 after shipping, and then my bucket was $7. That's because I bought the white one, which is food grade. Didn't need that, just didn't want the yellow, or not the yellow, the orange Home Depot bucket. just being picky, but I think those are only like $5, so less than $60 for this do-it-yourself composting toilet. A couple of zip ties or extra rope you have laying around, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, and then the tubing, I'm not sure how much that costs, but all in all, less than $100, hands down. That tubing for the length that you need is probably not much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I helped someone out there, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But I'd like to think that I might have helped someone. I tried to look for videos on the same Johnny Compost piece that I actually have and that I bought, and I couldn't find any because everyone bought the extra large one that's way better, in my opinion, and I bought the small one, so I couldn't find anything, so I was just winging it today, but that's fine. That's pretty much how all my projects go. It's just a little bit of winging it. So it is really nice outside today. It was a little warmer than I was expecting. I did get my Leave Her Wild hoodie in the mail, which I was really excited to wear, so I just kind of hunkered through the heat wave today. I'm much happier to work in the heat than in the rain or the snow. So if you guys are interested in getting a Leave Her Wild sweatshirt or t-shirt or whatever, a link for all of my merch is in the description. And thank you so much to everyone who already has purchased some merch. We're so grateful for all of you. But I am super beat, so I am going to go take a break, eat something, and probably get this video edited and get it out for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure that you subscribe if you aren't already and you enjoyed this video and you feel like following along this journey. And I will see you guys on the next video. Hopefully we'll be getting the kitchen done.